Hello everyone, Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I wanted to chat with you guys a little bit about worst books of the year. I'm just going to pick out a couple because I like to be positive and share more books I like. And I always say this, and I'm going to continue to say this. Just because I don't like a book doesn't mean that it's not a well-written book. Example, think about something for a minute. How many books, TV shows, or movies have won wonderful awards and they're known to be super popular and everybody and their dog loves them, but for some reason you don't like it, okay? It doesn't mean that it's not well done, well written, or the author's not excellent. It just may not be your cup of tea or your genre, right? Everybody's different. So one of the things I never want to do is talk and say disparaging things about authors, books, or steer you away from something that you might really like that maybe just at this time in my life is not for me. I always have to give kind of that disclaimer. And remember, I kind of feel like I don't have as much patience as maybe the average reader does. I'm just being really honest. I am becoming more patient though, and I'm sticking with things a little longer, which is a good thing, because I don't want to be like, oh, that's boring after one page or one sentence. Oh, no, I don't think I like that. You know, you want to be able to give it some time. So I at least try to give it at least 100 pages before, and I'm really trying to, and if I get to the middle of the book and it's starting to get kind of draggy, I'm trying to push my way through, because sometimes they could get a little slow in the middle of the book, but if you have a little patience and you read a little more, then it picks up and gets really good again. So, you know, so sometimes books might not be exciting all the way through, but it might be worth it in the end. So I've read so far, and it is April 9th. It's April 9th today. And so far this year, I've read 49 books, and there's 25 of them I didn't like. You're going to go, please, Dawn, please don't go over all 25 in this video and make it a really long video. No worries. I'm just going to tell you a couple things, and then I'm going to tell you a few books I didn't like. But the two books I didn't like, there's actually a few books. They're really popular books, and other people love them. Okay. One of the main reasons I don't care for books is if I don't understand what's going on and I just don't have the patience, because I do wear many hats. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm so busy, but I wear many hats, and I do have a lot of my time taken up with work. So because of that, I do like to be entertained when I read, and so I'm not someone that's going to enjoy what I call a stiff read, okay? Like, wouldn't it be something if I read War and Peace? I've never actually read that book. I don't even think my husband's read that book. But I've known of some people that have had the patience to read that. And I hear it's a wonderful book. But either, number one, I didn't understand what was going on. Number two, for me, because I have a short attention span, it kind of dragged or was kind of boring. Number three, it's something that was just so weird and bizarre. It was just too weird for me to even grasp it. And so I didn't like it. I noticed one thing. I'm not really into the rom-coms that much. I'm not saying they're bad, but I think part of it is it's not relatable to me. I just turned 60. And so somebody that's in their 20s and they have several different people they're sleeping with, I don't know. It's just not relatable to my lifestyle whatsoever. So maybe that's relatable to somebody else in their 20s. So I think some things that has to be relatable to you. Let me know what you think. So I'm going to just tell you a few books that I didn't care for that much. One, I just thought was bizarre, but it's rated really good. It's called My Darlings by Marie Still, and basically, I think that's what it's called. Yes, it is, My Darlings. And basically, and I thought it sounded so good. It's about like a PTA mom who's married and has a daughter, but on the side, she's a serial unaliver. Well, I guess I just didn't really like it because to me, if I was going to write a book like that where somebody's a serial unaliver, I'd either want to make it kind of a comedy where she was unaliving people that were troublemakers or something, but there was no redeeming quality about this lady. She wasn't even really that charming or likable. To me, if I was going to write a book like that, I'd want to make the main character really charming, where, oh, everybody loves her. She's like the most wonderful neighbor in the world. She brings you over brownies and cookies, and everybody wants to be her friend, and, you know, whatever. But then she has a secret side to her. But she has a rhyme and a reason of who the people are she's unaliving. For example, maybe she's unaliving people that are not good people. So that kind of thing, that would be different, and I think I would have enjoyed it, but there was no rhyme or reason of who she was unaliving. And so I think it could be a fun book, but not the way it was, because she wasn't a likable person. That's the problem I had. The other book, and I mentioned this one, is We Used to Live Here. Everyone I know absolutely loves that book. It's supposed to be a horror. I didn't understand what was going on in the book. It was really interesting at the beginning, but then it got more confusing and I just didn't understand what was happening. But it's rated really good. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. What are some books that you think everybody else liked? Even maybe some movies or TV shows, you can add that in there too, that everyone else liked, but you just weren't a fan of it. Let me know in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. Love you, appreciate you, and please come back for tomorrow's video. Bye, everybody.